point of view. Birds chirping and sunlight hit on the beautiful girl's face who's sleeping like a baby make her wake up from her wonderland. She slowly up and sit on the bed, look at the clock, then went towards bathroom. Fresh up, wearing simple yet she looks beautiful. End of author's POV. Girl point of view. I wake up and went towards bathroom, fresh up, then wear simple black flower print dress and simple hairstyle. Then went downstairs to make breakfast for me and my husband. Well, more like rude, cold husband Jeon Jungkook. I am John Wine. I am Indian girl, Mrs. John, and my mom is best friend since childhood. One day, Mrs. John saw me and wants to be her daughter-in-law. First, I denied, then, when I saw him for the first time, I fell in love with him. We married in a church. He never saw me in Indian attire or dress. I know he hates me, but I love him for the bottom of my heart. Even he behaved rude and cold towards me. I don't know why I can't hate him or stop loving him. He always ignore me, sometimes don't even eat my cooking food, make me worry about his health. I was in my thought while making breakfast. I heard footstep. I know who is it. When I looked behind, saw him always handsome with his suit, make me smile a bit. Look at him. He looked at me coldly with no emotion, only hate makes my smile fade. Wine. Jungkook pick cut off Jungkook. I don't need that. I can eat in the office. Cold. Wine. But cut off by he went out. I sigh, look at the breakfast, then one of the maids come. Maid, ma'am, don't worry, one day sir will understand you, then love you the way you love him. Smile, try to comfort me. Wine. I hope so, Onni. Thank you for comfort me. Please call me Wine. Maid. Sure, Wine. I smile at her, then start to do some house chores helping them. Then went to my bedroom to paint some, then smile at a painting. That was the first time when I saw him looking handsome and smart in tuxedo. It's been 9 months since we married, still he handsome as always. I chuckle, then look at the painting, makes my heart heavy and let out a sad chuckle. Then put back lying down, take nap for a while. End of mine point of view. Jungkook point of view. I'm at my office. I sign some documents while think about my life. Getting tired and bored. First, I don't want to get married. I told my parents, but still they arranged the marriage for me. Then forced me to get married to that gold digger. I know she's just showing off, acting innocent, but in reality, she is not innocent. Only married me for my money. I don't know why such a woman still living rather than die. I wish she will disappear from my life, never come back. I was cursing my wife, then my PA called me. PA, sir, you have meeting in 5 minutes. Jungkook, go prepare for meeting. Cold tone. PA go and left. I shy and get ready for the meeting. Time skip after long tiring meeting and a day. I drove off to my mansion. I rang doorbell. Wine opened the door. Smile on her like always while I'm in my cold face. Wine, welcome home. Smile. I ignore her, then went to living room, sit on the couch, throw head back while closing eyes. She went to the kitchen, then came back with water. I took and drank, put on the table, then got up, was about to go my room. She said something. Wine. Jungkook dinner soft. Jungkook, I already ate with my friends. Cold tone left. I left her without looking at her. I know she looks sad. Well, who cares? Gold digger like her doesn't deserve happy and peaceful life. Ah, I don't know why mom wanted me to marry her. End of Jungkook point of view. Wine point of view. I shy heavily again. He didn't eat my food and eat outside. Chuckle sadly. What do you expect from him? Wine, he hate you. And anyway, why would he eat your food? I just eat some, then wash dishes, then went to my room, sleep while thinking about my life. End of Wine point of view. The next day, Wine point of view. I'm here arranging dinner table for having a family dinner because it's been 9 months since we met. Only has talking phone. Jungkook was also busy, so today mom asked me get ready for having a family dinner. I'm cooking Indian dinner. Mrs. John loves Indian food, so why not making Indian food? After arranged dinner, I went to take shower. Jungkook has already came home early. He is in the room now. After fresh up, I went downstairs, then saw maids open the door for my laws. Also, Lisa was here. She ran and hugged me tightly. Lisa, Onni, I miss you. Pout. Wine, oh, I miss you too, baby. Wine, hi, mom and dad. Mrs. John, hey, my daughter, hug you. Mr. John, hey, my dear daughter, pat on your head. Mrs. John, daughter, where is Jungkook? Wine, oh, he is in the dining room. Mom, let's go. I have cooked your favorite dinner. Mrs. John, yay, let's go. I can't wait to taste those. We went towards dining table. They sat. I put all the dishes on the table. I chuckled seeing their eyes shine. Mr. John, oh my god, my favorite curry also here. Thank you, my dear. Mrs. John, yes, even the smell is good. Wine, thank you, mom and dad. Glad you like it. Smile, Lisa. Oppa, you are very lucky to have wine on me. Jungkook, raised bow. Why? Lisa, because she cook very good even she is a wife material. Jungkook, roll eyes, whatever. Mr. John, Jungkook, what with that tone? Stern. Mrs. John, wine, sweetie, is this how you always behave? Wine, Annie, mom, he just tired from work, nothing else. Reassuring smile, let's eat. Lisa, of course I'm starving. Wine laughs. We all started to eat, mom, dad, Lisa praising my food while I'm waiting for Jungkook. But he just eat like nothing to say. I just shy, silently eating. Suddenly mom asks Jungkook, Mrs. John, cook, how's the food? Jungkook looked at me, then the food. I clearly can see he forced smile, then said, Jungkook, it's good, mom. Mrs. John smiled, then they started talk. I feel like cry, but I control it myself. After having dinner, they went back to work. Then I went to wash dirty dishes, then went to sleep. Author's point of view. The next day, Wine is sit on the couch watching K-drama while eating snacks. Jungkook went to office like usual, didn't eat breakfast, behaved rude and cold, which you used to it. Time skips after 5 hours. It's already dinner time. Jungkook didn't came home yet make Wine worried. She was waiting for Jungkook to come home. Then she heard main door open, saw Jungkook tiredly came and sit on the couch, closing his eyes. She immediately went towards kitchen, bring some water. He drank the water. Why? Jungkook, dinner is ready. Jungkook looked at you with blank expression, then got up, was about to go, but I hold his hand. Wine. Jungkook, please eat at least today, pleaded. He yanked her hand, glared at her before saying rudely, Jungkook, why would eat these shits? I already ate outside. Again about to go, but you hold his hand. Wine. Why you always behave like this? I always cook food for you, wait for you, but never care. Why? Jungkook. Wine. Leave my hand. I already tired. Controlling his anger. Wine. No. First hands cut off by sting pain on her left cheek. He slapped her. Jungkook, don't you dare question me. You are nothing to me. So stop act like you care. Glare at you, then left. After he left, Wine's eyes got glossy. She chuckled sadly, thinking in her mind, Wine mind, I wish one day will understand my worth, Jungkook, but that time I won't beside you. Time skips to the next morning. Like usual, Jungkook went out for work. Then Mrs. John called Wine on the phone. Mrs. John, hey my daughter, how are you? Fine. Hey mom, yes I'm fine now. How about you and dad, Lisa? Mrs. John, we're all good dear. Fine, glad to hear. And why did you call me suddenly? Mrs. John, oh yeah, actually today Jungkook's auntie is coming from London with her husband and daughter. So I want you to Jungkook to come here for having dinner. I already told Jungkook dear. Fine, sure mom I will. Mrs. John, Wine, can I tell you something? Wine, yes, mom. Mrs. John, I know how Jungkook behaved with you. I know you love him, but isn't he too much, dear? He also hurt mentally. Wine, I know, mom, but I'm sure one day he will change. Then we will be happy married couple. Now he just thinking girls are the same, but I will prove him everyone is not same. Mrs. John, I'm proud of you, my daughter, but whatever you will take, I will respect that. Wine, thank you, mom. Mrs. John, all right, and also I sent you a dress. It will deliver. Make sure wear that. Wine, but mom, cut off. Mrs. John, no, but wear it. Wine, sure, mom. Mrs. John, see you then. Love you. Take care, my daughter. Wine, you too, mom. Take care. Love you. They hang up the call. One point of view. After talking with mom, I wait for the delivery man. Then I heard doorbell and saw the parcel. Then took inside my room, saw beautiful dress. I freshen up and wear the dress. After getting ready, you went downstairs, saw Jungkook already there wearing his black tuxedo, looking hot. Jungkook point of view. I was waiting for wine while sitting on the couch. Mom told me my auntie gonna come from London. I'm so excited to meet her because it's been 8 years since we last met. Also her daughter Meena, my childhood friend and a sister for me. Sometimes she is too clingy, make me annoyed, but I didn't said anything because I don't want to hurt her feeling. She is like a sister to me. I was still waiting for wine. Why the heck she's taking too much time? Shh. Well, of course she's a gold digger. Must look all expensive. That's the reason. Roll eyes. Then I hear heel click. Would I look behind? Saw her look beautiful in a black dress. I lost in her. Then I came back to my senses. Realized what I think. No, Jungkook. Remember, all girls are same. Only want pleasure. She also one of them. Then I looked at her coldly. Walked out towards car. She follows me and sit on the back seat cause I don't like her sit in the front. She is nothing but stranger to me. Sometimes I feel hurt to see her cry, but I shrugged off the feeling. End of Jungkook point of view. One point of view. After a long drive, finally we have arrived. Mom house. We went inside. Maid opened the door. Suddenly, a girl wearing revealing dress come towards Jungkook, hug him and kiss him on the cheek. Make me hurt. He also hug her while smile widely. He never smiled at me like that. I feel tears. I control myself. Oppa, I miss you so much. Pout. Jungkook, oh, I miss you too, Meena. Meena, hey, hey, look at you. Oppa, who is she? Jungkook looked at me, then her tell in an uninterested voice. Jungkook, my wife. Meena looked at me with disgust up and down, then fake smile. Then a middle-aged woman come towards Jungkook, hug him. Mom also came, hug me. Jungkook, Auntie Wang, how are you? Smile. Mrs. Wang, I'm fine, my son. How are you? Jungkook, I'm good, Auntie Wang. Mrs. John, hey, my daughter. Wow, you look beautiful. Kiss on your forehead. Then Mrs. Wang looked at me with judgment look. Then asked Jungkook, Jungkook, she is my wife, Auntie Wang. Mrs. Wang, oh, fake smile. Then we went to dining room, saw Dad and another man. Dad and Lisa smiled at me, hugged me, then introduced me to the man. Mr. John, Mr. Wang, this is my daughter-in-law, Jungkook's wife. Mr. Wang, nice to meet you, dear. Smile gently. Why, nice to meet you, Mr. Wang. I'm Wine, Bo. Mr. Wang, such a respectful wife you have, Jungkook. Soon we all started to eating. Mom, Mrs. Wang talking to Matt, Dad, and Mr. Wang. Meena is clinging on Jungkook while I just eating silence. Then Mrs. Wang look at me, then I look at Jungkook and ask, Mrs. Wang, son, how is business all going? Jungkook, it's all going good, auntie. We got more deals. Smile. Mrs. Wang, well, that's good. She look at me. I clearly can see her looking is judging me. Then she asks me with her fake smile. Mrs. Wang, so Wine, what work did you do? Wine, I'm a housewife. Meena, you mean sit in the house doing nothing? Raise bro. Mrs. John, I am the one who said her to not to go to work. Mrs. Wang, but Mrs. John, don't you think like Jungkook is working his ass off in the office while she's just sit on the house? Mina, yes, also my oppa must be really stressed. Wine, I'm not always sit on the home doing nothing. I have to do all the house chores and dinner. Mrs. Wang, then why did my son look so skinny? Look at him before. He's look healthy and now look at him. All skinny, he has lose weight. I just look at Jungkook to say something but he didn't say anything and act like nothing happened. My eyes become teary but I controlled. Mrs. Wang, look at him and look at you. He's young businessman while you are nothing but jobless. Mr. Wang, enough. Shut up your mouth. Scrolled his wife. Mrs. Wang, why honey? I'm just stating the facts. Mrs. John, but it's look like you are insulting my daughter. Meena, oh come on auntie, mom was right. Even Jungkook Oppa didn't say anything. Mrs. Wang, exactly. Look at his face. No happiness in his face. His face is upset and dull, not like before cheerful. He must be not happy by marrying this girl. Look at you with disgust. Mrs. Wang, she married him and all his face was upset. Gosh, I didn't know this is. If not, I would have stopped the marriage, make him marry Meena rather than this jobless girl. Fine, enough. Everyone filch and look at me. I look at Mrs. Wang with glare. Fine, who do you think you are to judge me? Huh? So what if I'm jobless? At least I took some house chores, dinners. Wine continues. Wash clothes for my husband, being a responsible wife, even though he don't like me as his wife. Not like your daughter who clinging other husband arm even knowing he's married like a shameless girl. Mrs. Wang shocked and looked at me with glare. Meena suddenly started to act like crying to Jungkook. Jungkook looked at me and slapped while everyone shocked. Mrs. Wang and Meena just met looking at me. Jungkook, how dare you to disrespect them and call her shameless, huh? Who do you think you are? Clear you. I already told you stop acting like my wife. You just nothing to me but a burden. Because of you my happiness all gone. When I married you everything become annoying to me. You know what? I regret married a job gold diggers like you who just married me for money and pleasure. Breathe heavily. I hate you freaking so much. I wish you will disappear from my life. I will be happy, but it didn't happen. He continues. You know why I came home late? Because I didn't want to see your face. Gosh, I wish I will never met you and marry you. After yelling at you, he just looked at you with cold gaze while breathed heavily. Everyone is silent, didn't say a single word while Mrs. John's eyes become teary, thinking she destroyed an innocent girl's life, make her marry a jerk like her son. You just stood there, processed over words he said, then Chuckle looked at him with teary eyes. Fine. Me, gold diggers, you really think that I'm a who sleep around and ask for money? I could never understand why I did to you rather than marrying you. Now I understand why you hate me. I snatch all your happiness by marrying you. Chuckle. Then why did you marry me, Mr. Jeon Jungkook? Is it my fault that I married you? Is it my fault that you hate me? Is it my fault that you say yes to the marriage? Wine. Tell me, is it my fault? Which is my fault? I didn't ask you to marry me. I didn't ask you to say yes to the marriage, huh? Tear fall down. Jungkook looked at you shocked because you never yelled at him. Everyone also shocked while Mrs. John started crying. Maids also looked at you pity. Then you looked at Mr. John, then Jungkook. Wine, you know why I said yes to this marriage? Because of your mother was begging me to marry you, she continues. Wine, because she want her son to be happy with his wife, not want to marry a gold digger. That's why she chose me, but I told her if your son said yes, then I will marry him. Smiled sadly. Wine to Mrs. John. Mom? Oops, sorry, Mrs. John. Look what title I get. Gold digger. Wow, beautiful, right? I like it. Mrs. John. Dear, please don't say that. Cry. Wine, crack voice. Why are you crying? It's not your fault. It's my fault that I said yes to the marriage. Wine to Jungkook. Yes, I'm a gold digger. Whatever you think in your mind. True, I am. Yell, I golddigger only use men for their pleasure, money, and are you happy now? Whine to Mrs. Wang and Mina. Of course I'm jobless, not matching your Jungkook Oppa status. Today only I realized that. And you know what, Jungkook? I give you freedom from this. Look at him. Whine, I'll divorce you. Everyone gasped. Jungkook blinked his eyes. Mrs. John came towards you. Hold your shoulders. Mrs. John, my daughter, look, you are angry. Now that's why you don't know what you are saying. Listen to me. Lisa, yes on me. Please don't take anything serious. Whatever they said was not true. We know that they're just toxic people who want money and fame. Please, only don't do this. Cry, whine, smile. Remember, you say whatever I take, you will respect my decision, Mom? They started crying, and Jungkook was still in shock, looking at you. Whine, Lisa, please respect that I want to free him. He won't feel ashamed anymore, won't feel annoyed. I don't want him to hate you because of me. He ate outside. From now on, he is free. Wait here, I'll be back. Left from there. Everyone looked down. Mrs. Wang Mina just rolled eyes. When suddenly Mrs. John went towards Jungkook, slapped him hard, make everyone gasp. Mrs. Wang, oh my god, why did you slap him? Mrs. John glared at her. Mrs. John, shut your dirty mouth before I slap you, witch. Mina, auntie, how can you call my mom like that? Lisa slapped Mina very hard, make her fall down. Jungkook was about to slap Lisa, but Mrs. John again slapped him and yelled at him. Mrs. John, you jerk, I thought you will change after Mary Wine, but you still the same, I know. But now you become a jerk, total bastard. Jungkook, what the hell, Mom? Why did you support that gold digger? She just acting innocent. Did you know she'd take 5k from my bank account? Cut off. Lisa, she is not the one who take. I am the one who take 5k from your bank account for my shopping because my black card is missing. Yell. Jungkook, what? But Jungkook cut off by wine coming inside. She looked at Jungkook, then Mrs. John. Mrs. John take the bracelet that she gives her, which belonged to Jungkook's grandmother, because she told before to give this bracelet to Jungkook's wife, but now not anymore. Mrs. John looked at Wine, teary eyes. Wine, here, Mom, the bracelet you gave me. I give you back because it's not belong to me anymore. Wine to Jungkook. Tomorrow morning I will send you the divorce paper. Left from there. Everyone is calling you, but you didn't listen. Went from there. Jungkook was also calling you, but you didn't hear. Mr. John hugged his wife to console her. Mr. Wang looked at his wife, daughter, then slapped his wife, dragged her out, and his daughter. Lisa, finally, are you happy now? Chuckles sarcastically. Of course you will happy because the burden has gone, right? Lisa to Mrs. John. I told you, Mom, don't spoil her life with this jerk, but you didn't listen to me. Now are you happy? Lisa to Jungkook. I can't believe you are my brother. You know what, she'd take a good decision by divorce you because you didn't deserve her. Lisa, if she wants, she will leave you a long time ago with all your properties, but Wine didn't. Instead, she takes care of you, wait for you, cook for you, which you throw like trash. She hold herself for 9 months, but today she released all her emotions, which she hid behind a smile. If I was a boy, I would marry her and treat her like a queen, not like trash. Left from there. All the time, Jungkook just looked down, regret he treat you like that because of his ego. He blinded by his ego that he can't see your pain which you hide behind your smile all the time. He was rude to you, but you just take care of him as a mother and a wife. But he just push you away. Now he regret all. He ashamed how he treat you. And all his sisters said hit him hard. He started crying hard.